and welcome back to Let's Go! Today we're going to be sharing some of our most embarrassing moments. This is going to be filled with a lot of cringe, a lot of just like, oh, just a lot of bad memories. So let's get started. We're being very vulnerable here. So in return, we'd like you to be vulnerable too. Tell us your embarrassing stories in the comments below, because that would be just hilarious. Just like just an embarrassing story party, you know? Okay. So this is the most embarrassing moment of my life. It was the day of the puberty video.
What?
I think you know where this is. Okay, go on. This is the day of the dreaded puberty video, okay? So that morning I had some janky donuts.
It was in fifth grade.
Fifth grade. It's a half day, so that was good. They're required to show the puberty video.
Puberty. This is how you spell it down, that right here, because
puberty.
we can't pronounce it.
Everyone's kind of dreading it. No one really wanted it, but I wanted to be a doctor at that time. So like I was like, oh yeah, I know about puberty. Like I had some janky donuts that were from just a place that just wasn't that trustable, you know. I wasn't the biggest fan of the donuts. I mean, they were kind of good, but like they were janky. I went to library that day in the morning. My stomach started hurting, and I was like, oh no, I need to poop. I need to defecate. I need to evacuate. And just like think of all the words you mean that mean poop. Like, so I asked the librarian, and she was like, I was like, can I go to the bathroom? And she was like, let's wait till after class. And I still blame her for this to this day. Because if she would have let me go to the bathroom, I probably would not have done what I did. So, like, I just needed to poop. And so then, I needed to poop. And then when I went to the bathroom after class, it was gone. I was like, well, great. And I was like, if I only could have gone, I would have just gotten the pain out of my tums. I mean, probably that's not what would have happened. But, like, still, I kind of think that, you know, I don't know. So the puberty video was next, and I was feeling awful. I was feeling so sick to my stomach, and then I felt it. It was rising. It was
rising up when I esophagus coming up.
I felt it rising, and I was like, oh no. I looked at the trash can. It was too far away. And I was like, I can't make it. So I stand up, and then
We're in the puberty video.
We're in the middle of the puberty video. We're in the middle of the puberty video, okay? And everyone probably thinks I'm throwing up because they'll be like, ew, periods. But that's not why I throw up. I throw up because I have freaking janky donuts. And so I stand up after I vomited, and I was like, it's not because of the video. I had some bad food.
You literally said that.
I literally said that. So because I just didn't want to be embarrassed. I mean, I was already mortified. And then the nurse was there because it was a puberty video. She was like, oh, sweetie, let me take you. And so I washed up. I threw away like my clothes. No, I didn't throw them away. I just washed them. The clothes that I threw up on. It was just, it was so embarrassing. And I went home. I threw up again. And then that Sunday, I threw up again.
I'm the type of person, like, if there's a problem, I'm not going to tell anyone about it because I want to be able to solve it on my own, you know, and I don't want to have to, like, bother someone else. But it becomes a problem when I need someone else's help and I'm just not asking for it.
Yeah.
So honestly, I can't remember why I threw up, but I was on my school bus, and I was the first stop, so I was the first one on the school bus. And so we were headed to our second stop, but I remember, like, throwing up all over, like, the window and, like, all, like, the whole side of it. So I was, like, holding throw up in my lap because I didn't want to tell the bus driver because he was driving and we were alone, and it was really awkward, like, hey, I just threw up, you know, it's kind of weird. So
bus driver, yo, Phil. I just upchucked.
So I just sat there holding my throw up.
Did he hear it?
No, because it was soupy kind of.
Silent throw up.
There was, you know.
Silent.
I think I actually texted my mom and told her, like, pick me up because the bus would go to, and then I get another bus to go to, you know. Mm-hmm. So I wanted my mom to pick me up. And the girl who gets on the next stop, we're friends, so she sits, like, on the seat, like, across the aisle from me, and she's like, Kelsie, does that throw up? And I was like, yeah. And so she's like, I would tell the bus driver. I was like, okay. So she tells the bus driver. He gets the paper towels back here and cleaned it all, like, as much as he can up, but, like, still, like, throw up and, like, stains, and I still throw up in my hair and all that, you know. So we still have to go to our stops because he was like, okay, we can, like, get your mom to, like, meet us here, but we'll back everyone up. I'm like, no, I feel fine, because I felt fine after throwing up. So we went to every stop, and every person got on the bus and looked at me with all my throw up all over me. It was so embarrassing.
Oh my goodness.
And then I got off the bus. My mom met me on the bathroom and picked me up. And,
Okay, so one day I farted. And
what, are we at school? Where are we? What
Okay.
grade are we in?
Okay, we're in 5th grade summer school. Okay. I was wearing a white skirt.
Oh.
So I farted in the car, and my dad was like, Dad, I think I might have pooped my pants. And he was like, oh, you're fine. And I was like, no, Dad, I really think I pooped my pants. He was like, Darby, you're literally fine. So I was like, okay, fine. And so I got out. And I checked the bathroom, and yeah, there's poop in my panties. The whole day, people were like, what's that smell? And I'm like, I don't know, like, it's so bad. But people had no idea that it was coming from my butt. Yeah, and so it was just really embarrassing, because like, I told my friends, I was like, guys, I pooped my pants, and they were like, ew. Like, they weren't even supportive at all. They were like, ew.
Well, what do you want them to do about it?
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Those were our embarrassing bodily fluid stories. And suggest in the comments below what you want to see from us. Like, what do you want? Like, just tell us. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. This was Let's Go!